Hello and welcome to Brighton Maths at Home. Today we're going to do a game about rounding numbers, either up or down. If we're talking about the numbers from 1 to 100, if we're rounding to the nearest 10, we will round up if we have 5 ones or more than 5 ones. So 35 gets rounded to 40, 37 gets rounded to 40, but 34 gets rounded down to 30. And that's what we're going to practice today. So, would you like to move the camera down to the table, please? To play our game today, both players, my youngest son and my oldest son, are going to write out the multiples of 10, the counting in 10 numbers from 10 to 100. So could you do that now? So we need 10, 20, 30, and so on.
Starting from 0.
You don't need 0. So we're going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. Whilst they're doing that, we're going to use playing cards to make a 2-digit number. And I think we'll use the red cards to be how many 10s we've got in our number, and the black cards to be how many 1s we've got. Now to do this, we don't need the 10s and we don't need picture cards, because if you had 10 10s, you will actually have 100. And the picture cards aren't numbers, so we don't need those. So I'm going to take out I've already taken the picture cards out, but now I'm taking the 10s out, so that we just have the digits 1, using an ace, up to 9. And as I said before, the red pack will tell us how many 10s there are, and the black pack will tell us how many 1s there are. So let's go for it. I'm just trying to work out which way around. If I was looking there, we'd have 10s first, so we have 10s there. Okay. You boys, you need to have 3 lives each. So if you just draw some stick men and 3 stick men, and what happens is this. Each time you round your number up or down, you cross out the multiple of 10 that you've rounded it to. If you get to the point where you hit a multiple of 10 that's already crossed out, you will lose a life. Once you have lost 3 lives, your opponent wins. So, oldest son, would you like to pick a 10 and a 1 to make a number?
6 and 8.
So it's 6 10s and 8 1s. So this number, we've got to remember, we're not adding here. We've been doing lots of adding, but now we're using these as digits. We're now talking about having 6 10s and 8 1s. So your number is what?
68.
And if you had to round 68 to the nearest 10, would you round it up or down?
Up.
You round it up to
70.
So you cross out 70. Right, you'll go. Put those to the back. Take a red card for a 10 and a black card for a 1.
7 and 9.
So what would this be if we're talking about 10s and 1s?
It'd be, wait, so that's 10.
70.
79.
Would you round 79 up or down?
Up.
And so you're going to cross out 80. Right, off you go. Oldest son. Whoops. Oldest son. No one's lost a life yet.
22.
Would you round that up or down?
Down.
So what is the number you're going to cross out?
20.
So you will see in this game we're doing lots of rounding up and lots of rounding down to start with. No one loses a life, and then as things move on it will get a bit more tricky.
5 and 4.
So your number is?
54.
Do you round it up or down?
Down.
So you cross out 50.
$73.
Up or down?
Down, and I've lost a life.
So you've lost a life, you cross out one of your lives. Off you go.
3 and 4. 34, and
Would you
I'll round that down to 30, but I've lost my life.
You've lost a life too. 2 lives left over there, oldest son. Off you go. We already know you're going to lose a life. What number is it?
13.
And you would round it up or down?
Down.
To?
10.
But we already have crossed out 10, so you've lost a life. So you've got 1 life left. Youngest son, your turn.
Extremely tense. 90 and 92.
Round it up or down?
Down to 80, but we've got...
No, not to
No.
80. Because 80 is over 90, isn't it? So do you round it down?
Oh no, 90.
You don't round it down to 90. And
At least that.
90's gone, so you've lost a life. So this is really make or break over here. You need one that's not going to round as possible.
Yes!
So what did you get?
57, which you round up to 60.
And you
I
still
know,
have
I know.
60. Risky one over here for youngest son.
If I need a 1, oh, 4.
You need to round it, what, up or down?
Down.
Ooh, unfortunately, 45. What do we do with 45?
Round it up.
Round it up, and 50's gone. So what's happened?
And just my mouth.
So we have a winner. And that's a rounding game that you can play with some playing cards.